Here with Sarah Rafferty. I love Suits. Suits is my favorite show on TV. Everybody's talking about the following this, the following. No. Just, I cannot wait for the next season of Suits. So what can we expect?
Well, when we left Suits after season 2, they're undergoing this merger, and it was a contentious situation. So, there's this British invasion, and Mike and Harvey aren't getting along, and Jessica and Harvey have a complicated thing going along, and then we've got all these amazing British characters coming on the scene. So, there's a big mix-up happening when you come back.
Everybody wants to know if Harvey and Donna have had this, sordid past, So, how would you address that? Is it sort of like a tongue-in-cheek joke? I feel like it's on Home Improvement when they showed Wilson, they just showed his... I feel like it's some inside joke that they always, joke about it. But is it real?
In season 2, we definitely... Season 1, we saw a moment with Donna where we thought, is there something up with Harvey? Her girlfriend just asked her about that, and there was a moment. And then they sort of addressed it on the street. There was some reference to another time. And then everybody kept asking her if she's in love with Harvey Spectre, right? And she ends up getting really annoyed, especially when Scotty finally asks her face-to-face. So there's a lot of references to it. And I think we've got to assume that there was some energy in their past, something, I don't know what. Mm-hmm. And I think it remains to be seen whether that means that the door is going to slam shut on that or whether it's going to kind of get, blown open, so to speak. So, I think we definitely have to stay tuned to see what happens with those guys. But they've known each other for a really long time. So I do think that the truth is that they have a complicated history.
Are we finally going to see Harvey Spectre's name on the door?
Oh, you have to tune in.
And what does that mean for Donna if it does happen? Do you think that's a good thing for Donna, or do you think that the power might go to Harvey's head and maybe he might trade up?
You know what? Trade up?
I'm kidding. I want to see what he said.
Abuse. Are you getting this? No. Yeah, trade up.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah. New partner, new, absolutely. And plus, the whole incident that they had.
Yes. No, that's a great question. I think at the end of the day, they have such a strong history that won't happen, and that she's incredibly loyal. We really got to see last year how loyal she is to him, and we will certainly get to know why he's so loyal to her. So I don't think that any kind of merger or any kind of situation will, pull them apart or be hazardous to their bond in any kind of way.
What is it about this show that makes it so compelling? Is it the characters? Is it the script? Because there's something about this show where you watch one episode and you just hope that it's on Netflix so you can watch 10 in a row.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I think you nailed it. I think it's the writing is amazing, and I think the writers do an incredible job of making a really interesting plot that facilitates you getting to know the characters better, that facilitates the relationship of the characters, that it's not just about what the situation is, and it's great, and that makes it really fun for us.
I have to ask you about that last scene. That last sex scene with Mike was one of the most ridiculous scenes I've seen on TV. So what was the reaction like on set when that happened? Because that was probably, in my opinion, and I'm a Melrose Place fan, the hottest scene I've ever seen on TV.
It was definitely one of the hottest scenes. I don't think the file room's ever going to be the same. You know what I mean? The reaction, we walk into that set and we're like, whoa. This is the room where it happened, where it all went down.
Don't touch that table. Don't touch that.
No, exactly. I was like, okay, so the season 3 opener is going to be Donna in a hazmat suit, kind of, swabbing down the file room.
Oh, that is actually kind of funny. I can actually see that. And finally, what is it about this Donna character? That's the character that sort of pops for me. Every line, every look. I just feel like there's a lot of Sarah in this character because she cannot be putting this on.
I have to say I have awesome writing. We all have amazing writing, and I'm just really grateful to the writers for, kind of giving Donna this superpower. I just love, she knows everything, but she's incredibly competent, and she once said, "I'm not apologizing for who I am," and I just feel like that's her mantra, and that they write her that she comes into every situation with that, and that's kind of amazing and really, really fun to play.
Last question is, if people have never seen Suits before, why should they tune in?
Because it's sexy.
You just stole my question. Amazing.
That's my
Sarah, nice to meet you. Thank you.